Hello, this video is about a handheld game by Tomy, Scramble. It's based on the arcade Scramble that was released in 1981. I received this game for an early Christmas present in November of 1982. Well, that game no longer works, so I bought this one off of eBay. It arrived today, and I bought it from a person in Australia. And when I got this 40 years ago, I remember one night I was at my grandparents' house, and I knew I would be getting a video game the next day, and I was tickled to death because this was my first video game. I was 11 years old, and I was a happy boy because I knew the next day I would be getting a video game. Now, this game has 5 levels. On the first level, you travel through a city and you shoot missiles that are flying towards you. On the second level, you must dodge meteorites. On the third level, you must shoot UFOs. On the fourth level, you fly through what appears to be buildings. And on the fifth and final level, you must shoot the enemy space base. Now, Grandstand also made a Scramble game that was based on the arcade game. And in some ways, it's more true to the arcade than this one. But in other ways, this one is more true to the arcade. Okay, on this one, you can only move up and down, whereas on the arcade Scramble, you can move up and down, left and right. And on the Grandstand Scramble, you can move up and down, left and right. And on the arcade, you have both a laser and bomb button. On this, you just have one fire button, and it shoots a laser and drops a bomb at the same time. Well, on the Grandstand Scramble, you have both a laser and bomb button like on the arcade, but on the arcade Scramble, you must shoot fuel tanks to obtain more fuel. And on this Tomy Scramble, you must also shoot fuel tanks to obtain more fuel. Whereas on the Grandstand Scramble, you don't need to shoot fuel tanks. And on the Grandstand Scramble, the UFOs fire lasers at you. They don't on the Tomy Scramble, and they don't on the arcade Scramble either. Now, 40 years ago, I sucked at playing arcade games. And I wasn't any good at the arcade Scramble. I really sucked at it. Well, they had a Scramble game at Harrod's department store. And one day, when I was at Harrod's, I noticed that the marquee in the Scramble arcade game was shattered. I was thinking, now, what happened? The next day, I went to school, and Johnny Coffey, who, by the way, is deceased now, sadly, Johnny Coffey was talking, and he said that he was at Harrod's, and he played Scramble, and he got so mad that he started shaking the Scramble machine, and the marquee shattered, and he said he got the hell out of there. Well, I was wondering, I was thinking, well, what was he getting so mad about? Well, then, in 1999, Konami released a video game for the PlayStation 1 that had a bunch of their games on it, and Scramble was one of them. And it had, like I said, it had the Scramble arcade game on the disc, and I played it on my PS1, And I gotta tell you, it pissed me off. It is hard. It is harder than hell. So I understand why he got mad and shook that game. I mean, back then I had more hair than I do now, and playing that made me want to rip my hair out. I gotta tell you, I hate the arcade scramble. I hate it. For any viewers who like the arcade scramble, I apologize. But I think it sucks. But what is weird is I think Scramble by Tomy is wonderful because it's easier. And when you play it, you enjoy it. Now I'm going to show you the game. This is how it looks when it's turned on. Now I'm going to start a game. And I'm aware that this game is outdated and some people might think it sucks, but let me tell you something, it doesn't. And when I got it 40 years ago, I fell in love with it. Well, this has been my video. Thanks for watching.